Good evening, everybody, and happy Wednesday, happy hump day. It is time for our evening meditation where we spin into the stillness and we do it together. We do it so that we can access that deep, true voice that is within for information, for answers, and for guidance that only our deepest selves can offer, and that only those of us who are making the time to open ourselves to hear it will hear. So I'm glad that you have decided to join us on this beautiful autumn evening right before Halloween, and looking forward to seeing what the card has to say for us this evening. I'm Reverend Rapanashak, and so we have made this our practice each week, and I'm so delighted for everyone who has made this a practice each week or a semi-regular practice. Any practice is better than none, and so if you join us from time to time, you are able to also pick up any of the previous recordings that we've made. So I do invite you to check some of those out if you've missed them, or if any of them particularly resonated with you, you can always head back into that stillness, meditate on that guidance, and perhaps even make sense of it when it gets paired with whatever you may hear this evening. So we welcome you, whether you are in real time on our live stream, or of course, if you are watching the recordings, wherever you are, whenever you are watching us, you are making this unique meditation, unique experience for everybody involved. And so thank you for that. Thank you for lending your energy to this experience. We are using right now the beautiful Osho Zen Tarot deck, which I love. Quite beautiful cards, beautiful messages. There are corresponding cards to the regular Rider-Waite deck, but I love the interpretation of these cards. I don't necessarily return to the standard deck for information. I love to see how these cards are interpreted and to experience them, in their own space as the author of these cards intended. So they're beautiful cards. We draw one each week, and that card is the answer to our question or the guidance that we have intended or asked to receive, which means that we make a few moments to reflect on what our intention might be for this evening. And then, if you so choose, can write it down on a little slip of paper, just like this, however you want to do it. And then we will gather that energy in one of these pieces of paper, which I will create here, that says everyone's intentions. And so that means that wherever you are, whenever you are, you've set that intention, and we will gather it all here into this one little ticket, and we will send that ticket off into the flames so that our guidance, our questions and answers can return to us in just the right way that we are to receive it. So let's do that now, shall we? Before we go on, let's make a few moments to reflect. And again, you can write it down or not, but if you want to just kind of create that space, you can write it in your imagination on your palm and then hold it there. But again, we'll be sending that energy, we'll be collecting that energy in this space together. And then when it is collected, we will send it off into the yonder so that it can return to us. And again, I stress each week that when we draw this card, we don't get to ask ourselves if it is the answer to our question or if it is the guidance we have asked to receive. It is. That's the given. So whatever we draw, that's the answer. And so it may be something that you may not understand at the moment, but may get more information later. It may be an answer that you viscerally don't necessarily want to know, but we are courageous at being able to open ourselves up to how this card is the answer to the question, is the guidance we have asked to receive. And that's what we do in meditation. We just open ourselves up to all the possibilities that that one card, usually with one word or with that image, answers for us. We'll talk more about that in a second, so let's make that time. I'll turn up the music just a bit so that we can reflect and then write it down or log it to memory, and then we'll move on. And I've written my intention. I've also written one that reflects everybody's intentions right here. Let's see. And the ambient noises out my window remind me of the disclaimer that, of course, because we are all in our respective locations, you might be hearing ambient noise where you are. And of course, there's always the opportunity that you're going to hear my dogs bark at a knock at the door, or at movement at the door, or my ring go off and then the dogs bark, or again, wherever you are. Let us use that opportunity, or my computer notifications. Let us use that opportunity, though, to, even if it kind of jars us for a moment or temporarily brings us out of that moment, let us use that as the signal that we want to dive right back in and dive back in even more deeply. So that is how we will use the ambient noise that we may hear. And what a joy it is to be able to be in our homes or our respective locations and still gather as this community. And because we are where we live has life happening in and around it. So that's joy. That is wonderful. And we don't need to ignore it. We don't need to hope it doesn't happen, although it does make things a little bit easier. But isn't it more wonderful to know that this is just a beautiful result of our ability to engage where we are at home, to not have to travel anywhere, to be able to greet each other here in this virtual space, which includes noises in our lives. So let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. I've got my intentions, you've got your intentions, however you have chosen to log them. And again, if you choose to just do it in your imagination, make sure that you're sending that energy this way as we go deep into our meditation. Next, we choose that card. I'm going to shuffle the deck, and I'm going to draw the top card. It's so easy, so simple, and we agree that because this top card is one that you can see where you are and I can, kind of grab easily, that it's not one that I have intended or I'm reaching in and using my own intuition. If we agree that top card is one that is a result of the shuffle, then that's our card. That's our answer. For everybody here, one card, one answer for all of our respective questions. I think that's really cool. And of course, I invite everybody to share your experience if you can in the chat. Say hello in the chat, of course. Hit like, hit subscribe, engage. engage. The reason that we do this together is so that we can experience it together, so that we can share it together. So please subscribe if you haven't. Please say hello in the chat of wherever you are participating from, Zoom or YouTube or Facebook. And I'll be so grateful that you did. And I'll have felt like we've entered into a dialogue that is ongoing. So let's shuffle. Let's get this meditative show on the road, shall we? I almost lost them there. See, I never said I was a shuffler, so let's do this. All right, are we ready? All right, so here are the cards. They are shuffled. I'm drawing the top card, and it is... Oh. So if you can see this card, and you'll get an opportunity to get a closer look. This card is intensity. We have had this card before. I always marvel when those cards come up for a second or even a third time in a deck that has 72 cards. We get these cards again and again. In this one, it wasn't recent, so I know it wasn't from, that I didn't shuffle the deck from last week. This was from a couple of weeks ago. You can check the recordings. Tonight's experience, of course, is unique, but we know that intensity is where we can be searching for that guidance or that question answered. And I will put the card down, and you will be able to see it more clearly in a second. There it is, intensity. Intensity. I love this card. Let's just take a moment to look at it together. And we can see kind of the rush of that being, into the sun. It looks like a winged being. All those bright reds and yellows, oranges. It's intense. It's exciting. Let's read all about it. Get rid of those fuzz. Found it. So if you are comparing these, or if you're going to use, just for reference, the Rider-Waite deck, this is for this deck it is called the Suit of Fire. It is also the Wands card, Wands suit in the Rider-Waite deck, and this is the Knight of Wands in Rider-Waite. So FYI, we're going to take it for its own merit. It usually has many of the elements of the original deck, but with its own Zen take on the card. All right, so here we go. The figure in this card has taken on the shape of an arrow, moving with a single pointed focus of one who knows precisely where they are going. They're moving so fast they become almost pure energy. Their intensity should not be mistaken for the manic energy that makes people drive their cars at top speed to get from point A to point B. That kind of intensity belongs to the horizontal world of space and time. The intensity represented by the night of fire belongs to the vertical world of the present moment, a recognition that now is the only moment there is, and here is the only space. When you act with the intensity of the night of fire, it is likely to create ripples in the waters around you. Some will feel uplifted and refreshed in your presence. Others may feel threatened or annoyed. The opinions of others matter little. Nothing can hold you back right now. So this is that time. This is the answer. Intense time. It's exciting. Nothing can hold us back from the question that we have asked, from the guidance that we have sought. Zen says, think all of the great words and great teachings as your deadly enemy. Avoid them because you have to find your own source. You have not to be a follower, an imitator. You have to be an original individual. You have to find your innermost core on your own with no guide, no guiding scriptures. Interesting. It is a dark night, but with the intense fire of inquiry, you are bound to come to the sunrise. Everybody who has burned with intense inquiry has found the sunrise. Others only believe. Those who believe are not religious. They are simply avoiding the great adventure of religion by believing. So this is about knowing. This is about being courageous enough to know, because when we know, that intensity is real. So, yes, the card gave us a little bit of a paradox, which is no guidance other than what is in our hearts. And we just said that this card is our guidance for the week. I will leave you to resolve that paradox yourself as you go into meditation. I will do the same, because we've gotten guidance of no guidance, but we're going to go into the stillness to receive the true guidance in this moment, in this now. So let's do it. I'm asking you, inviting you to get comfortable where you are, to create a space to nest yourself so that you are relaxed, comfortable in the surroundings that feel so good to you, but also creating a space to keep your mind awake and alert as you ask yourself these questions, as you receive the answers from that divine voice within, from that individual, unique presence that is only you in the now, just like the Osho Zen Tarot card spoke of this evening. And let's go deep by, first of all, taking some breaths together, and we're going to breathe in twice with those deep breaths. We leave our eyes open. I want us all to kind of keep engaged in the idea that we're all looking up. And then on that third breath, just allow our eyes to flutter closed and perhaps even roll up a little bit toward our third eye. That will help us stay awake. That'll help us keep our activation going while allowing us the opportunity to relax into what we are receiving from our third eye. So let's breathe in. And then breathe in through your whole body, Hold it for a moment, and then exhale fully. Again, inhale. Expand. Hold. And exhale. And one more deep breath. Inhale. Expand, and as you do, and as you exhale, allow your eyelids to flutter close as the card comes up on its own, there for you to view on your screen wherever, whenever you like. As we now allow our breathing to return to a nice, natural pace. And while it is at our own pace, it is deliberate and intentional. Each breath drawing us inwardly. Just imagine ourselves being drawn in tonight through our third eye. Just imagine it opening up and basically beginning to receive our outside body through it. Almost like it's sucking it in. We can feel ourselves going into our third eye as we're going inside out almost. Into that third eye. And when we get on the other side of that third eye, we find ourselves awakening with that third eye into a vast and beautiful space. It is a space that we have chosen for ourselves as a big open area. So it could either be something like the universe with stars and planets, or it could be a vast, beautiful body of water filled with life. Or it could be the inside of our own human body. Maybe we feel ourselves alongside our cells and organs, sharing information through our third eye, which sees all, which imagines all, and which shares that vision of all with our heart and with our solar plexus and with our sacral and root chakras, and of course with our crown chakra above it. And so in this space of our choosing, however we choose to intuit this internal space, we find ourselves just becoming more and more comfortable in it. And let's see if we can feel any sensations from this inner universe that we have chosen. This inner atmosphere. wet or does it feel dry? Have we chosen space? Perhaps we've chosen to be grains of sand on a beach where we can feel the air of the ocean. This is our choice. This is our space. And so as we are in it, as a collective consciousness, let us allow the unique individual space to become more and more vivid to us, however we experience it. Does it become more of anything? Can we make it more of the experience? Brighter? Or maybe we choose to make it richer and darker, or wetter, or breezier. And whatever more we have chosen to make of it is the more that makes us feel even better while we are here. So whatever more is our choice, it's the more that makes us feel more safe, more loved, more well-being. As a matter of fact, we start to notice just how good we feel. We notice that our essence in this internal atmosphere, universe, feels free from pain, free from anxiety, free from any voice that is not speaking with such love and compassion and beauty and wonder. We allow this gorgeous feeling to wash over us. To envelop us. We hear the tones, we feel the feelings, we feel the atmosphere soothe us. all here, we remember that card of intensity. We remember how the being in the card made to theirself an arrow moving forward, knowing their essence as we are knowing our essence right now. In this safe and beautiful spot, as we recall that card, and we can open our eyes to glance at it if we must, to see that motion, to see the light beckoning the figure in that card as us. And we know that intensity and focus is the answer to the question that we have sought. We think of that word focus and intensity, and we apply it in our mind and in our mind's eye to that intention, that question, that guidance. Focus. And just for the next few moments, let us gather, let us hone this focus, this intensity, as we repeat them in our mind. Just listen for the words and the tones that reflect where we are going as the arrow in this card. Focus, intensity, uniqueness, presence, determination, confidence, feel it all begin to build for you, inside you, with you. Focus, intensity, confidence, tenacity, inspiration, creativity. All of these things help us take the shape of that arrow, going louder and faster and more confidently into the space of focus, zeroing in and yet pushing through more and more and more. The exhilaration, the excitement, the expectancy of knowing that we are focused. We are our success and response. We are uniquely in the now. And we find ourselves breathing in our mind's eye in this space with excitement, as if we've just raced with exhilaration through the heavens to come back here, to come full circle to the space as we found it. Because we have just visited ourselves in the future, having raced through that focus and back to this point with the knowingness that we have uniquely been able to reach that focus and intensity and return to a space of peace and serenity and quiet accomplishment. We have been to our own future, and we know that success is the only option for us. Let's just take a moment of quiet and stillness after the intensity. Just be in this space. Just be in this space. Allow whatever noise around you to just move through. Be still. Feel the card. Feel the quiet presence, our essence in our own personal universe. Feel our beauty. Remember that focus. Remember our future. Remember the answer that our deep voice within has shared with us. And here in this space, we can be reminded and once again catch ourselves breathing, our physical breath. We've never stopped. But suddenly, the breath beckons us back to our physical self. We allow it to draw us back nice and comfortably and slowly. Just breathing at our own pace, but with intention. Inhaling and exhaling. We feel the sensations of our physical self begin to kind of form around us as we get very gently pulled back from our third eye space, from that inner universe that we have created. As we get pulled back out and into our human shape, with every breath, we feel at peace, we feel pain-free, we feel alive, so very, very alive. And with this beautifully alive feeling, let's take our 3 quick breaths. We will stay with our eyes closed for the first 2, open them up on the final one, and be ready to greet each other. So inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. And our last breath. Inhale and exhale. And of course, I meant to say our last breath together with that intention for this meditation. Definitely not our last breath. Welcome back. Thank you so much for making that journey and for having the courage to find that focus, to have it reveal to you what you need to hear, see, feel, and experience. And with that, we can send those intentions back out into the flames, into the universe. And I will send mine first. I've written mine down and kind of prime the pump here, knowing that focus and intensity is the answer to what I see this week. However that looks, I know that everyone's intentions right here are being gathered, have been gathered, will continue to be gathered with those who watch the recording. But this is our universal guarantee that it all is happening because it's all happening. Let us say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. In the flames do we go. Our intentions, we know. Our truths. And I've managed to check the chat out here, so hello to everyone. Thank you on Zoom. Kathleen, Sandra, thank you so much. Just typing a little hello to you. Let's check to see if anybody is at our other spaces. Always glad to see anybody. And again, if you're watching via the recording, you could hit and send something in the chat or say something in the chat. All right, so Mina, hope you got to see us on YouTube. Let's see if you did. Sorry for the confusion. I just want to add that Facebook has, I create one kind of output stream for these meditations. It goes to YouTube. I use a third-party software. It goes to both YouTube and to Facebook, and it's automatically done. What is happening now is that Facebook is creating an automatic private event as a default. I cannot unprivatize this event, and so it makes it so that you just can't click through and watch. So I do apologize for any confusion that this has brought. I know that those of you who like to watch on Facebook, it's made it a little more difficult. I haven't quite figured it out yet, and hopefully I shall do that. So thank you for your patience. There's Ria on YouTube. Mwah. Hopefully you saw us on YouTube, Mina, so let me know if you did. You can still, I think, chat even after we close out tonight. So if you are here, say hello. So grateful for all of you being here, for being such an engaged and loyal and participatory group. Again, like, subscribe. We will see you again very soon. When we next meet, it's going to be November already. Wow, November 2nd, All Souls Day. So we will certainly be in touch with our souls on that day, as we always are. If you're getting dressed for Halloween, remember what I said in our newsletter today. We may think we're wearing masks that are hiding ourselves. I say we're wearing masks that are creative expressions of ourselves. So put on that mask, bejewel it, bedeck it, and wear it with style, because it is your expression. It's always you, because it's always you behind that mask, no matter what. And love yourself in all of your masked forms, because you deserve it, because you are you behind the mask. All right. Be well. I love you all, and we'll see you here next week. Have a good night.